Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sharon Review. How are you guys doing this beautiful Thursday morning? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I was on my way out for a little walk and chat with you guys. And I said, you know what? I'm going to jump in the system here and have a one-on-one talk with you guys. So Dave had invited Wayne to his home last night after the dinner. And so this morning early, Wayne is here. He went to Dave house to see Dave and talk some business. And before they jump into the business at hand, Wayne was asking him, "Oh, so you sell the other property, your giraffe home?" And he says, "No, I still have it. I have two houses." And he says, "Why did you buy?" So he says, "Yeah, I have two homes. You know, the other one have too much skeleton. Amber didn't like that, so I got her this house." And him saying that, and he says, "This one at least nobody's in here but her." So when he really bought her this house, and he says, "Yeah." You see, I feel her that way. Him say, "Yeah, I don't play about her." Okay, so Amber level 3, you're gonna get your wish. The man is in love with him, Amber, and everything. So here goes, guys. Wayne turn his head sideways like that when him says, "Yeah, Amber is a lot." Like him feel that same way about Amber, but nobody catch that when Wayne turn him head sideways. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Wayne can't be telling the man about Amber, him sister. You slept with Amber is your ex. So Amber ex is speaking to her present boyfriend, right? And Wayne is also um Amber's husband friend. Okay. So let's move on. So they went on, they have a little speech and whatever. And so Wayne say, "Really feeling her like that?" Him say, "Yeah, man." So he say, "All right, let's go in the back." Invite him inside the home and take him. So Wayne said, "Wow, the property is nice." You know what I mean? And so Dave says, "Yeah." You know what I mean? And they're talking. They're welcome in. Let's see. Well, good morning, Jeff. Welcome in. Wayne wanna tell Dave about Amber. Yes, he said it on temperate when he turned the head sideways. But then why is Wayne be a hypocrite and talk about Amber and sister? How can he not a hypocrite? Why is if you sleep with somebody, you can't talk and you have them bend over here and there and swinging it. Remember, say Wayne says Amber was swinging on the Jesus popping chain the night before and the morning before the wedding. So I don't know how in God's name Amber become his sister. You don't do that with your sister. Come on now. Stop it. I need the skit people writers to cut that part out. When you sleep with somebody, they're not your sister. When you sleep with a man, he's not your brother either. Come on, let's get it correct. All right, welcome in, Patsy. Um, Welcome in, Belinda. I hope Amber reveal her secret to Dave about Wayne and what her lawyer says. All right, thank you, dear Belinda. But knowing Amber, do you really think Amber is going to reveal that? Only way Amber does that is if she grown and she don't give a hoodums if he left her or not. Right, Belinda? Okay, so Jeff says, Dave gonna end up hearing it from Anthony. Oh, okay, thank you for that, Jeff. And then Sabrina says, "Good morning, everyone." So welcome in, everyone. I'm happy that you're here with us this morning. That is awesome. And for my moderator, that says she don't want to be my moderator anymore. I'm sorry that she has to go, but she did a fantastic job. She's happy where she's at, and that's fine with me. All right. So with that being said, we just jump on back into this lovely thing here. Sabrina said that cringy to hear Wayne say Amber is this exactly. They need to use another terminology. Is either I'm gonna tell Dave, say, "Look here, Dave, Amber used to be my ex. Just rip the band-aid off. She don't want to tell it, him tell it. Anybody at this point can tell Dave that, right? So she don't want to tell it. Somebody got to do it again because it looks like that's what them want to happen. But as we can hear, he really into her. Um, Dave told Wayne Amber is the one, and he bought Amber the house because he has too much skeleton. Wayne has her, and he asked Dave, "You're not playing about her?" Dave said, "No, I ain't playing about her." And Wayne is talking about, and Dave is saying that Amber is the one. He felt, no, he didn't say is, he said, yeah, I wrote it down here. He says, I don't play about her either. Oh yeah. When when Wayne turned his head, Wayne said, I don't play about her either. But that went over Dave's head. Dave didn't hear that. And then Dave says it felt like she's the one. It felt like. So remember, it felt like she's the one. That is in the other skit before this one. He says that, good morning, dear Margot. How are you? Welcome in. St. Michael says, good morning, Sharon. Wayne must exercise caution in any business dealing with Wolfman. Dave is not the big dog people think he is. Well, Dave I said he's the big dog. He says he scale businesses just like he says he scale the businesses. That way can also scale the woman them. You think that's why I tell we? You never know, right? But a person can change. You can be a player. I'm calling a spade a spade. As he said to the as Dave said to Wayne, he thinks it's like Amber is the one. She is the one. It's a new start for better. All right. So right now it is what it is. And he's telling us, the haters, that I know just for we and alone Mattel that he says Amber felt like she's the one. So guys, we hear it first from him. Sherita said Wayne said he's the pum pum too. Yes. I saw it go. Because Wayne says, yeah. Mm-hmm. But now Wayne is gonna go into business with Dave Man here. Dave, I should be corrected. Dave asked him if he can come on board with that vegan restaurant in LA. And Wayne says yes, and he told him a true story. Says, you know, when I was buying my Ferrari, me and my brother used to eat at that said restaurant. This is a true story. And when I went to go cut the check, you know what I mean? So Dave said, yeah, so I'd like to get into business with you. Wayne is also trying, guys, to let him want to bring Anthony on board because Wayne mentioned Anthony is into real estate and Anthony does a lot of these things. And Dave asked him here. So the title of this show is Dave asks Wayne, why won't Anthony sign the papers? Just like how everybody's asking that same thing. I hear what Wayne says to him. So we're going to call a spade, guys. Wayne turned to him and says, this is you. Would you give her 50%? Ta-da! Drum roll. Me want to hear what you guys after said to that. Would you give Amber 50%? I'm going to poll it. Drum roll. And him understand. Him understand. Now here Wayne say if you know earn it, or you have to can take 50%. Dave is on board for Amber not to get that 50 either, but him still want Anthony to give her the 50 because everybody come to think say Amber is a sap. And here Dave says, oh, and he's with and that Shayla thing. Wait until they find out say Wayne wasn't knocking boots with Amber. How that gonna pen out? Guys, how he's gonna feel when he find out says Wayne and Amber was knocking boots. He's gonna think that she was playing in his face. You see how serious this situation is? Yes, that day in our bed 2 days ago, when she lied down in the bed and said, thank you for not judging me. I am here assuming that she tell him. But to all messy things are rule right now, it not look like them make Amber tell him because now Wayne is gonna do business with Dave. And by the way, guys, I've seen a lot of comments this morning on the page, and because I asked some questions, some deep questions, that Amber should have fed Dave. We went on live, we spoke on it, but people are still making excuses. Oh, because he's petty. Remember, at the end of the day, you're a host. You host everybody. You give everybody food, even when they're late. And she knows he was coming because Dave told her ahead of time. Wrong is wrong. We are not going to condone when Amber is wrong. We don't speak on it. She was wrong in that instant. That was not a gracious host. And we are going to leave it there. So I do not want to see no more, but then I hear your opinion. But just be mindful. If that was you and you were in Amber's shoes, no matter how the person treats you, always, always don't let them let you lose your salvation. No matter how you're in the wrong and you're in the flesh or you're not in the word or anything like that. Just do what is right at the end of the day. And we're just going to always call a spade a spade. Amber was not a gracious host last night. She dropped the ball. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And I'm not going to accept that she was right when she was wrong. And now her man, her lover, is gonna go into business with Wayne is gonna go in business with him, and then Wayne want to bring Anthony along. But whenever Wayne mention Anthony name, Dave is not having it because as Dave says, Amber is like the one. And he ain't playing about her. And he tell Wayne he ain't playing. And Wayne also said he ain't playing about Amber. And he said, oh, so it's like that. And you know, Amber is all about her paper, man to have their paper. So you see, me not like them the little shot him a got show. If I go come correct, if he want to out Amber to wait to Dave, do it. Stop make little side remarks. You understand? Stop make it. Why you ever go in a business with the man and the man no know say you used to be with him girl? And then on top of that now, him go think say Anthony. He's only hear what Amber saying about Anthony. What about what she did to Anthony? There's two sides to every story. So mama always tell me, if you're gonna tell a story, always tell it the right way. Tell them what you do, you tell them what the other person does. So that way they have. Nobody behave like say you never say nothing. When you know you say something or you do something, you pretend like you don't. If you're gonna say it, just say it. So in my opinion, I don't think Wayne should go in business with Dave at this point. But as we know, on in the 22nd to the 26th, he's gonna be in LA, and Dave and Wayne will be going into business. Wayne actually wants, it looks like, Anthony to come on board with that. So, in my humble opinion, this is why I said it first, I said it. Amber should have told the guy. If she can mention it to Ernestine, Dave is an easy person. See, she whine about stuff a lot. She complain about what Anthony is doing. And he decided, you know what? As he tell Wayne, I saw her and it was instant. And I know she's the one. And to them, must, so he must say one thing, it's she like the one, and they know him say she's the one. So Amber should have been able to let him know, says, look here. Yeah. So this is why I said what I said. I wish Amber had come clean because right now Wayne is trying to petition for Anthony to come on board in this business. But Dave keep on knocking him down, say him just show it in. Him no want hear Anthony name because he knows what Amber said. Anthony hurt Wayne. How is he gonna feel, guys, when he find out? Please put it in the comment below. I'm gonna bring up the chat page in a bit. The comment where I can poll that you guys be fair and so forth. Just put the comment in the comment section. Let's hear. If you were in Dave's shoes, you're talking to your girl, your present girlfriend, who you think it's the one, you're thinking of marrying her. You hear all about what the husband did, but you don't hear what she did yet. And you're going to business with the man, is the man who you have become friends with is actually your woman ex. How would that make you feel? All right, so let me just go into some comments right now and see what you guys are saying. Good morning. Welcome in, Margot, again. Margot says, Margaret, Dave doesn't need Anthony life. He came in with the life. Exactly. He has Anthony spirit on him right now, like what the mother says that she was avoiding. She don't want Anthony's sinful ways to fall upon her son. So right now, guys, in my own opinion, remember, Dave said to Amber, you need to go to God. You need to get into the word. Dave need to get into the word too. He also need it. Romans 8:1. Romans 1:32 says, who acknowledgeth judgment of God. So we just have to make sure that we also apply the same thing to our life. Him I tell Amber if do it, him need to also do it. Good morning, welcome him, Sarah Lee. Wayne writes the skit for Amber and Anthony, regardless of what we want Amber to do or what are more realistic for her to do. It is going to be done the way Wayne wants to be done. Yes, we know, Sarah Lee. We are just reviewing what we are seeing. We are not saying what. Yes, we can say what she should do too. Yes, we are reviewing it, and the skit is also based on realistic things, and we have to make sure we call a spade a spade. So we're not gonna come on here and be an hypocrite. Everybody comment is acceptable. So thank you very much for that comment. But at the same time, we are saying whatever that you're speaking of, we can speak it because it is what it is. He didn't have his wife and he didn't know Wayne. Okay. I hope Amber reveal her secret. Yes, that's what I've been saying. And Donna, Dave gonna end up hearing it from Anthony. All right. And Sabrina says, oh, Wayne can play in Dave's face. Exactly. Dave is going to feel away, in my opinion. That's why I was asking you guys. This is why I was asking. Yeah. If you were Dave, would you understand? You know what? Let me come back here. I won't even bother poll it yet. Good morning, Sharon. Wayne must exercise caution in business dealing with Wayne. Yeah, with Dave. Hi, Mervis. Welcome in. Yes, he's setting we all right this morning, Margaret. Yes. Wolfman Dave is a character we are still learning about. I am not impressed by what I've seen. Thank you, Wolfman. Said Michael. I think Dave already know, and he's not allowing that steer him from Amber. And Jeff said, absolutely not 20%, not max. No marriage. No, the marriage has been short and she didn't help build the business. Thank you, Margaret. Margaret said two sides to a story. Obviously, he doesn't know the truth. Exactly. He doesn't know the truth. And Margaret, when I look at this scene here, I look at the three skits that have dropped for them. I realize that it's the same thing that happened with Anthony and Amber and Wayne. You see what's happening, guys? The same thing. Only thing, Amber is not cheating with anybody. But what I'm saying, the same thing is like she knows something isn't right, and she still hasn't told the truth. Maybe, in my opinion, I think they would understand because. But then again, will he feel the same way when he finds out about Amber? We are just doing this party. This question is for prediction. So we are predicting now, okay? We are not the writer. Who is that person? Let me see. I think it was Sandra Lee. Yeah, we are not the writers, but we are going to do prediction now, okay? All right, so When Dave find out how, when they find out, will he understand? All right. All right. So we're just predicting how he would feel. If that was you, what would you do? If you were in a situation like this and you become friends with somebody and that person that you're with never told you something, and then you're gonna think that they're playing in your face, right? So I'm just reviewing and I'm asking questions as usual, as you know. Yeah. Good morning, Sharita. Welcome in the morning of the wedding. Wow. Yep. Wolfman Davis still, yeah. Tells all his exes are special. Amber is just another new toy. Thank you for your opinion, Michael. Margot says Sharon, she told him what happened in the beginning. She just didn't tell him who. All right, Margot, thank you for that, Margot. And then it's obvious that she didn't tell him that she forgave her husband and they renewed their vow after Aunt returned home. No, no, she leave that part out, Margaret, because right now she have to be the victim. Look like she had the victim. The husband did all the wrong, not her. Just like all the trees are saying, his uncle Anthony one went and have a baby by Shayla, but they're not mentioning that and he went with her best friend. Anthony slept with Amber's best friend and have a baby by her best friend, and then she didn't let him know that she was in a situationship with Wayne right up till the day of the wedding. And I know that that is shame, and she doesn't want him to know that because he look at her differently. Maybe he won't, because to me, he's just like that. And when you get into the word, maybe Dave will be the one who will forgive Amber because he coveted another man's wife. Maybe he will understand. Maybe he will just surprise us all and understand, and he will be the one that give Amber forgiveness, and the two of them go to God together and be the power couple that everybody is jumping for. But, right? Is the grass greener on the other side? Is whatever glitter is gold? Just saying. Dave want and all life. His woman, his business partner, and his friends. Oh my goodness, because Amber talks a lot. Yeah, she does a lot of pillow talking, eh? Mm-hmm. Sharita say yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anthony has the ability to bankrupt Wolfman. Dave, he is a real estate investor and he knows the game. Wayne will not forgive Amber for not providing vegan food at that restaurant. To me, St. Michael, thank you for that. I know Wayne is petty, but one thing, him reading Bible and he does the wrong too. But at the end of the day, he's in love with Amber. So whatever Amber wants, he will give her. If Amber says she wants him right now, a la vista to Lauren. So Amber has two men right now who is in love with her. Wayne loves Amber, so he will take the crap from Amber. And he's hurting really, really bad that she has Dave. So there's a jealousy play right there. And he really wants to tell him, but he also wants to bring Anthony into this business. And it looks like Dave doesn't want to do anything with Anthony. He wants to know, when is Anthony going to sign the papers? And that's all that Dave is interested in. But I like how that conversation went, guys. I like the fact that he asks Wayne when Anthony gonna sign, and Wayne asked him, throw back the same question at him. You have this. Would you give her 50%? Why don't you give her 50%? That's what Wayne was asking. And I think that was a fair question. Do you guys think that was a fair question? You know what I'm asking things? You know what? I will just keep my opinion to myself and just read your comments and be I don't want to be evasive with you guys. I want to be 100 authentic with you guys. Right? So was that a fair question? Question from Wayne. Why won't he says Wayne said should I says was that a fair question? Wayne asks Dave. Tell Dave. Tell Dave. Give on he should give Amber 50. Wayne telling Dave. All right. So I'd like to see how you guys poll that. Let's see. All right. So we are here. Hi there, Miami. Welcome in Miami, Dre. Dre says she gonna go because she made her man fire his assistant because of her insecurities, but she wasn't honest about what she did with Wayne on the wedding day. To be honest, she deserved to be let go. Thank you for your opinion and welcome to Sharon Review Chat family. And Sandra says, Wainwright, yes, thank you for your comment too. I read that before. He didn't have his wife and he didn't know Wayne. And then thank you for that, Margaret. And Miami says he's going to find out true because Amber got on her high horse and started being vigorous towards Wayne. She's gonna be found out. Thank you for that, Miami. And then Margaret says Amber character has no loyalty. Thank you for that also. I agree with you, Sharon. Thank you, Sandra Lee. And Margaret says, I believe that too. He will find out from and they will eventually have a showdown. That is interesting. Thank you, Margaret. That would be a wonderful practice. And Miami says, nay, Dave pride himself on keeping it 100. So this is going to be bad for Amber. She asks him a million questions to assure herself. I think she's about to lose everything. That's interesting. And Kool-Aid, welcome in Kool-Aid. Nice to see you again. Kool-Aid say, Sim, boy, Dave is getting impatient with Amber's game. Thank you, dear Kool-Aid. Hi, dear Tina. Welcome in. Tina S. Good morning. Jeff said here again, when the truth comes out, game gonna see her as a liar. Oh boy, me tell you. But you know what? I think Amber set it up in a way, so hopefully he will remember the morning of his birthday that what Amber said. So hopefully he will realize that she's shame and she didn't tell him. But you know what I mean? But at the other hand too, he can also see that she's lying and she didn't come true. Because if she asks him a question, he volunteer it. So him should have feel away. Him didn't ask her. So you know, but anyway, let's see how the cookie crumbles. I'll just leave it at that right now. Good morning, Deanna. Welcome in. Margot says Dave hasn't told Amber everything either. That is true. Yes. And Sherma said here, hi Sharon, good morning. Good morning, Sherma. Welcome in. And Sandra Lee says, I think Dave will understand, but will he upset? But will be upset that she was not honest from this. Exactly. That's what I'm saying to Sandra Lee. Thank you for that. Well said. Um, to me, he will do anything for Amber because he says she's the one. And I hope they will be able to overcome whatever it is. And Anthony actually sign the paper, or is Anthony going to drag this out and go after the house that is in their name? Maria says if Amber tells him, he will understand, but if someone else is telling him, it will be different. Exactly, Maria. That's what I always said from the start. She should come clean from the start. It's better if it comes from her. He'll be upset, but he'll get it. And he will say it's because of shame she didn't tell him. But if somebody tells him, like, oh, Shayla tells Anthony about the situation, Anthony, take Amber from that pedestal. And right now, Dave has Amber and that pedestal. He says Amber is an asset, just like what Anthony thought at first, and he will go up and beyond until she was falling from grace, meaning she fell off that pedestal because of that same girl that Amber have in her present, that she's a friend when she is not. Why people think Wolfman Dave is victim? Nobody think he's a victim. His mother told him he is a robber and a thief. You cannot build your world on others' people property. Well said, dear Michael. Well said, dear. You're always true to your belief. Very well. Thank you for that. Marvis says, but Dave is doing the same thing because he's sleeping with her now and she is married. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder, darling. Oh, my goodness. She's still married. And I never forget that, Marvis. She is still legally married. And what did the lawyer says? The boat lawyer says the house is marital property. So thank you, Dave, for buying Amber and Dave and Anthony a brand new property with the lake and the infinity pool and the other pool and all the works. Mm. Phyllis says, "Hi, Phyllis, welcome in." But she cheated before wedding and after. She cheated before marriage was over. Dave is not as rich as Aunt. I think so too, Phil. But as Phyllis, but I think they're saying right now, because when you look at it, him have two whole property in the millions. It has furnitures too. He has, and as he said, he just told Wayne he closed the GO deal, L deal. He did not do that. That was Amber. So let's keep it correct there. One thing I will not do, I do not like when people take what you call it, their credit for somebody else, because Amber was the one that closed that deal. He did not. All right. So a lot of people come in the scene. We don't know why they always want to go up and fly and just hang on to Wayne coattail. Everybody in the SkitLanta here is doing so. All right, St. Michael says the Wolfman Dave hears about Amber. It will be his mother prophecy coming to pass. It will be a part of his punishment. Interesting. I like that. Dave get Shayla pregnant. Kool-Aid, behave yourself. Oh my goodness, guys! You hear what Kool-Aid says? Dave are gonna get Shayla pregnant. No, no, Dave not. That's it. Dave have morals, right, guys? Dave have morals, right? He's not with a married woman. He's with a single woman, right? Margaret said, Anthony can't bankrupt anyone. You so delusional, said Michael. Okay, so St. Michael, you have a challenge here. She says you're in Dulululan. And Margot says here, yes, Sharon, that was a fair question. Thank you, Margot. And Sandra Lee says, Wayne really finding it hard to believe that Dave love Amber is keeping question Dave choose intention. Yes. You know why, Sandra? Because Wayne want Amber still. Wayne is very SKE. I don't know what that means. Skittish, or we don't know. Wayne is always interested in everybody else's life, so you can go tell it, Marco. Wayne is very skeptical about Wolfman real intention. Yes. And he wants to make sure that Amber actually gets somebody that actually loves her, because he's there in the corner whining about Amber. So let's pull this question, guys. Is Wayne in love with Amber? So we're gonna pull that question. So if I forget, you guys can remind me. Is Wayne in love with Amber? We know that Amber outgrow him, but is Wayne in love with Amber? When Wayne had her, Wayne never claim her. And now he's seen that somebody actually loves her. He saw that Anthony loves Amber. And what did he do? Sharon, they sent me that tape when he put her in the bedroom and talk about key in a bedroom, and then one thing lead to another. Amber could have said no, but as I told you guys, Wayne is Amber kryptonite, or is it Anthony? Let's see. But you can see from she start dealing with Dave, she don't want Anthony to touch her. You understand? So she over Anthony too. Or is she? Oh Lord. My mix up bad. Good afternoon, dear. Afternoon, yes, afternoon. Hi, dear, Sabrina and Stefima. I believe Dave is asking when Anthony will sign the paper. It's not about love and all about being able to refinance the house. He needs the cash. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that, Sabrina. Guys, you hear that? Well said, dear Sabrina. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yes. All right. Well said, dear. Well said, dear. So you know what I'm going to do, Sub? I'm going to pin this comment. Okay, because he knows Amber cannot. So that's okay. Good afternoon, Steffi. Welcome, Sharon. I can't take Amber getting all the karma and no one else get what she's. Steffi Mac, me already called that already. Steffi Mac, you know where me stand. She alone can't get it. They all need them karma. But you see, if Amber was walking in her truth, this man she says is her, she should have just tell him right away. Say, you know what, baby? This is what it is. Lay it down. And if you tell him man him gone, that mean he was never meant for you. God will send another rich man there for you. You do not know what in store, what God has in store for you. But at the same time, just take a leap of faith. Step out with God. That's what Amber needs to do. And I'm happy he gets that property for her. Good morning, all. Good morning, Antoinette. How are you? Kool-Aid says, Amber, been 3 months since she been married. Stop treating her like she's us. See it? Kool-Aid. We know that man. We know she have 3 man just like the man them have. Come on now. We call a spade a spade. How much woman Wayne has been with? How much woman Dave has been with? Who's to say that that morning when Melissa was skipping and jumping in the house there before she get her walking paper? Before this one let him go. What if in that letter is a love child? Mix up again. Oh Lordy Lord, mix up again. All right, so Margot say, yes, Wayne is in love with Amber. Yes, he is. That is why he will take anything as long as he's in her present. Even she not feed him, and we are calling it out saying all right. But one thing I find with Wayne, when somebody hurt him, I don't see him get even with them. He will laugh out. He will run a joke, turn the situation into a joke to cover up his hurt. That's that. But when it comes to business, he's a cutthroat for real. Margot says Wayne is in love with all of his exes when they move on. But him did want her back, Margot. He did want another try with her. You know what I mean? But Amber sees when a man actually loves a woman, how he treats them. She saw how Wayne treated Tamara, and she never got that from him. So that is why Amber see that Wayne was never in with her, love with her. And then she got all the loving and accept her. Anthony loved her like that. She see that. But because of Shayla that was destroyed, Kai could have been Amber's baby also, but Shayla ended up with it because she came into that marriage. She went and essayed Amber's husband, whoever, for all the newcomers that doesn't know the story. But at the end of the day, when she met Dave, Dave showed her how she needed to be treated. So at the end of the day, guys, Sharon review will always call a spade a spade. All right, guys? And remember, she is not God. And she tell Anthony that she is human, flesh and blood, and she's gonna stumble. She's gonna fall. But then when the time comes, she will go back to God. Yes, so they're gonna break her down, 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 and then she will come up. And I hope when they make her come up, then nobody makes she come up for today, and then tomorrow then tear her down. They keep the character sustainable. She just keep on rising. All right, guys. So I'm looking forward for that to happen for Amber character. Yeah. And even down to Anthony character, I need him to grow also, so them have to break him down to the ground. Anthony needs to lose that money that he worships so much, and then he will go to God. You have to lose something. Sarah Lee says, I think Wayne love Amber style, but he loves Tamara innocence, 90s type of girl. Thank you, Sarah Lee. Um, the first time when I saw him with Tamara, Tamara and Amber is alike in certain ways, and Tamara reminds Wayne of Amber innocence and why he loves her. He loves Amber and he loves Tamara. But Wayne is not a person that settled down. When he see that um this relation getting more serious, he has to throw a monkey wrench into it and end up breaking up with that person. He run away from commitment. That's what I'm seeing with that character right now. Aunt ain't throwing his money around same car for a long time. Yeah. This is why I says, Phyllis, that Anthony has a very deep pocket. Wayne is a different kind of hombre. Wayne spend on himself, he spend on his woman, he spend on whatever he wants, but him also invest and save. Anthony is a miser. Anthony spend what he needs to spend with the disposable cash because they can get what you call it, their tax write off, and at the same time Anthony save and just store money away. Yeah. So Wayne was telling him that he need to get back into the game of things, go off of the paper, get it together, and hopefully we'll see Anthony does that. But right now he's not. He's slacking off just like how this one has slack off. But he want Wayne to come join the vegan restaurant with him. So Amber Lover and her ex are going into business together. St. Michael says Anthony was humiliated by Amber at Wolfman. Yes, he was. She was. He was definitely well said. Anthony has not forgiven. If Anthony goes into beast mode, Wolfman will be in trouble. I'd love to see that. Does Anthony has a beast mode in him, guys? Let's let's what should I say? Let's pull a part of this question, guys. Is Beast may I call St. Michael Beastman? Sorry, Wolfman. I'm calling St. Michael Wolfman too. Sorry. Okay, so let's pull St. Michael question, guys. So he says so I'm saying, does Anthony St. Michael, you met tears are running so right now because I'm trying to hold myself together. Does Anthony has a beast mode? Any beast mode in him? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh. Okay, so we're just pulling that last part of your question there, St. Michael. Thank you very much. All right, so here goes. Sabrina says Dave is going to nag Amber about the divorce proceeding. He's going to be like a crackhead, strung out on drugs, trying to get his crack back. Sabrina, Sabrina. Oh, Lordy Lord. Do you guys agree with this statement, guys? Let us know. Put a thumb up in the chat there for Sabrina there. And then St. Michael says here, how many ladies are comfortable with your son buying a married woman a $3 million house? I think about 6 million for the house, the darling property. If it doesn't make sense, it will, nay. Oh, I would be against it if my son did that, but that is prerogative. Hmm. Yes, that's why he's struggling to forgive Amber. Thank you, Maria. Thumbs up. So yeah, so Maria agree with your statement, dear my darling. So do you guys agree? Four. Let's poll another. See how you guys poll this one, and then we poll is it right for Wayne and Dave to do business together? So 55% of you guys say yes. Anthony have beef more than him. All right. I'd love to see that. Because from me know me hear them are calling cornball, in call red backside from Amber, in call what else? Um little ankle in call slow, him need to grow some balls. You know what I mean? So is this a good idea for Dave to do business with Wayne? Do you think it's a good idea for Dave to go into business with Wayne? All right. And Sandra says no, because if he had it, Sheila and Angelina would be in check. And the reason why I says Anthony has it, right? But Anthony is such a miser. He doesn't spend like, oh, Wayne will buy something and he just enjoy the fruit of his labor. Anthony hide is under the bushel. That's what he does. Mm. And no, because he had it. No, because if he had it, Shayla and Angelina would be in check. Oh yes. The reason why I don't think Anthony taking Shayla, putting her on child support and let Shayla get away with so much. Yesterday he said to Amber, I had to do stuff. I had to leverage. He mentioned leveraging the people, that the connection that he make, the people them that he come in contact with. She is not privy to that information. So was he telling on himself, or what, or is he telling us that not all his money is all legit? Maybe some of it is illegit, but some is not. Is that what Anthony was trying to tell us yesterday? Just put a thumb up in the chat if put a 5 in the chat if that's what Anthony was telling us today. And Maria says, remember he plays Wayne with Ro on business. Yes, I remember, Maria. Thank you guys for that. So it is what it is at the end of the day, right? So a 5, yes. This I think so too, Sarah Lee. I think that is why Dave, that is why I think Anthony has not taken Shayla to court, because he doesn't want the system in his business. And St. Michael is saying, from the first day Amber kissed Wolfman, she has been slowly going down a slope. Yeah, she going down slowly. Yeah. I do understand that. And thank you, dear Maria. Thank you. Mm. Alani says, watch when Dave invite Wayne to the house. Yeah, we watch it and he's here at the house and they're doing things together. You know what I mean? He's showing, see my show Wayne. The Wayne is the property is beautiful and he does this for Amber and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Wayne is just making sure that the man loves in love with Amber, and Wayne is hurting deep down inside. He just want to go cry in his. Do you believe Wayne is gonna cry in his car that he lost her? Because remember, Wayne said to Amber, wait and sign on the dotted line. That's what he was saying, right? He wants Amber, when the ink is dry, that Amber is to come back to him, and Amber did not do no such thing. So guys, so Amber, all right, thank you guys for checking in with me. I will come back on in a few minutes. I have to go review something. Thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Bye for now.